Greetings, my beloved, and welcome back to the Dark Kingdom. Today we are revisiting a beautiful game. Oh, I can smell the smoke. The fire, the burning embers. Oh, it is intoxicating. I can't wait to see what blaze the developers have made. But, oh, to my surprise, they have actually stuck to their guns. I didn't expect this from them. What's with the cute, confused face? Oh, my apologies. You are unaware of what happened in the past. Allow me to elaborate. Not long ago in this game, they released a character that cost $50. Surprisingly, so many were disappointed. Rightfully so. They set the community ablaze, a very beautiful blaze. So much hate, so much misery. Everyone was so frustrated, and oh, they gave me so much gorgeous content. Oh, how they sated my ever-growing YouTuber thirst for drama and misery. The developers just kept stoking the fire, ignoring it, until finally they gave way and said, "Oh my gosh, we're sorry." And then they gave us a simple apology and humbly saying they would never do it again. However, the character is still $50. With the exception of every once in a blue moon, her price going down to $20, which I do appreciate. Nevertheless, they have stuck to their guns and they said they weren't going to do it again, and they have never done so again. And to that I say bravo, well done. And it appears I must eat my words, because I truly did think this game was going to go down the drain because they made this decision. Luckily, it did not, and we still have a very beautiful game to play mobile for the foreseeable future. Until now. Leave it to Corporal Censorship to cause me to entirely rethink my script that I originally written for this video and re-edit the entire thing. Here we go. This is regarding some of the censorship this game has been a victim of, and yes, definitely a victim. Now, obviously, of all things, I think it is more than ridiculous to censor this series, and I think it's just proof of incompetence that they would even try to. Now, regarding an uncensored variant of this, I just want to get this out the door. I don't know if it even exists. This recording, just to give you a big heads up, is of a few months ago. So obviously it is of an older build. I digress. Recently, they have had an update that completely changed everything for the worse, censoring basically every character in the game, removing numerous outfits, and setting the game on fire. Chaos was ensued, and now your agent that reports on such chaos is here. Censorship was forced down this game's throat in a way that literally ruined the game, because outfits that people purchased completely removed from the game. They also removed the archive, of which featured all of the skimpy and lovely outfits in the game. And because they removed it from the game, I have no footage of the archive, which means no happy time outfits for me to show you guys, unfortunately. So we'll just have to stick with my month-old footage. But yes, all the outfits and all the things that made this game money on the Google Play Store, they completely removed it from the game.
Conveniently lost.
Be that as silly as it is, this concept does allow me to entertain the idea that they may not know what this franchise actually is. Just imagine working in censorship and you don't know about one of the more popular franchises behind a art form. That is one of the reasons censorship even exists. This is a very special brand of stupid. So I'm going to try my best to rule out that concept entirely, because it is physically impossible for you to be that freaking dumb. Apologies for my tone. But honestly, I find it hard to believe that they don't know what this type of content is. Same goes for ecchi stuff. And they don't have the IQ of Beavis and Butthead. I hope anyway. There is more to why they did this, and I don't think it's as crazy and complex as what we're giving them credit for. Now, I do have a personal reason why I think they may be doing this, but first, I would like to talk about something that's even more scandalous, guys. First, I would like to discuss Google's ridiculous and disgusting ads that they have absolutely no problem sharing on basically all their platforms. And my dear, they allow some disgusting things on this platform here. They allow these AI-generated monstrosities to run rampant and do little to absolutely nothing about them. In fact, a YouTuber that we all know as Saberspark made a video about these disgusting and deplorable videos, all generated by AI that YouTube allows, full of ads, monetized and all, and they are being uploaded by the bunches all the time, and they're doing, like I said, little to nothing about it. They can show all of these grotesque images that make me feel like I want to vomit. Oh, that's absolutely fine. But the moment real people start to show a little bit of cleavage, or maybe a little bit of thigh, oh no, this ecchi game has camel toe in it. Oh, let's censor it. What's this? An AI-generated video of people being disemboweled? Oh, that's fine. Children being torn apart? Oh, hey, that's okay. As long as it's AI generated and they're anthropomorphic characters, it should be fine. Yes, this is far from a revelation. In fact, it's closer to an internet meme that Google loves to set their products on fire. We all know Google is known for making poor choices, especially concerning their own products. But why is this blaze so common? I teased this earlier in my video, that I was going to go over why I personally think this is happening with Google. This doesn't have anything to do with white knights or champions saving the imaginary princess from jiggle physics. No, my dear. This is a tragic tale of laziness. Sloth has made its way into the studios of Google. After many years of AI-generated nonsense, that odious and obnoxious material has left them indolent. Tedious is the task making this platform more suitable for real artists, you see. Why find the real murderer when you can just pin the blame on someone else and call it a day?
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria!
Instead of caring for their consumers and working with these game developers to find a solution, no. Let's just censor it and call it a day. Let's move on to better things. No need for further thought. Our lunch break is just around the corner. You could use the excuse that Google is trying to white knight here, but if that were truly the case, why didn't they censor this game at its release, when it wasn't all that popular? Well, back then, it was just another game in the endless assembly line. Why bother? These games are released by the hundreds anyway. However, if it were truly laziness, and they're just targeting the bigger heads of this Hydra, why aren't they targeting some of the more popular games right now? There are plenty of them on this market. Why aren't they targeting some of the more prominent juggernauts in this industry? Well, simply put, my dear, they can and they might, actually. Who knows what game they have next on their list? But most of the juggernauts that Google might try to censor will sooner leave this platform than let their game be censored and irritate their audience. They truly do care about their art form, and I have faith that none of them will submit themselves to Google, even if it meant an extra buck. All things considered, I do believe it's important that we take a look at the bigger picture here. Yes, Google is partially responsible for this, if not mostly responsible, but I will say that a part of the blame does go to the game developers of this app. They should have known better about Google Play. This platform is known to censor applications and ruin art forms more often than not. And if they were going to make this a mobile game of all things, Google Play should have been the last choice for where they would post their application. The adult market for mobile games has skyrocketed these past few years, making it more and more possible to create a successful adult application. The concept of this game sticking closer to its source material and making a substantial profit is not outside of the realm of possibility, in my opinion. Well, if the game developers decide to do this, please, I am begging you, Please stick to the more romantic aspect of this game's source material and not the rest of it, because the rest is truly disgusting. But that aside, this is definitely possible considering the market we live in today. There are numerous adult sites that allow adult applications that are extremely successful. For example, Nudaku, Eurolabs, and DMM, which is a Japanese application. Nevertheless, it is still very prominent on the adult gaming market. You do need a VPN in order to use DMM, and jump through a few other loopholes, but if you're smart, you should be able to get through all that and enjoy the app yourself, wherever you are. And, funny enough, it is actually home to one of the original apps of this series, and this game has been around far longer than the game in question, Action Taimanin. Now, I couldn't help but ask myself a very simple question. Why didn't they just release their game to a more adult site so it can appeal to the correct audience? Well, the answer is quite simple, actually.
Money!
They wanted to get as many downloads as possible and make this title more mainstream, and we have plenty of proof of that because they were even planning on making an E-rated title based off of this franchise, which is quite possibly both the most dumb and the most despicable idea I have ever heard of in mobile gaming history. It baffles me that they would ever even consider that, but they did try, and failed miserably to make this game more mainstream. I'm not sure what they actually thought was going to happen. I mean, they literally took one of the most prominent hentai on the market, and they turned it into basically a kid's game. Other than ending up in my videos and becoming the laughingstock of their entire community, I'm not entirely sure what their plan was here. Whatever the case may be, today, my thirst for Google silliness has been sated. My channel is up and running again, and I can't tell you how happy I am to finally be back to the Dark Kingdom. I miss you all so much. With all that said, I think it's safe to say that I have returned! And so I'll be making regular uploads here every once in a while. I'll see you all again very soon. If you're curious what I have been up to this past year, I will have a video out this Friday going over all the stuff that has happened to me. So, in the meantime, please do subscribe so you too can be a part of the Dark Kingdom. Take it easy for me, alright? And please do have a blessed day. Bye!